Mr. Snapper's come up for a little air and sun. May 13th. Just a quick check-in on the garlic. Wow, it's rocking. And that catnip plant that I left in there is rocking. And it looks like I gotta do a little bit of weeding and mulching in here pretty soon. I keep wanting to transfer this to the farm, but this thing is really heavy with the soil that's in it. And you can see it's quite wet here. Surviving sea buckthorn that I have from last year. They made it over the winter fine, and actually they're throwing out quite a bit of new growth. So these need to go in somewhere soon, in the ground, where they can thrive and grow. Okay, so here there's other 200 seedlings that I started, the sea buckthorn. You can see they're starting to throw second leaf sets on, and they're doing pretty well for what they are. So that's good. I'll need to find a spot for these in the next couple of weeks to a month and get them into the ground. So I got some design work to do and some figuring to do, because these grow to be a large shrub slash tree in about 5 to 10 years. And this particular species of plant, very high in polyphenols and vitamin C and omega-7. Okay, so just for some context, a quick overview of sea buckthorn. Has lots of medicinal properties, including antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and immune-boosting effects. Has vitamins, carotenoids, and other compounds that help protect against various diseases. It's used in traditional medicine for digestive problems, cardiovascular issues. Just so you can have an idea what the shrub itself looks like and what the berry looks like. They come on in clusters. Basically, this is an Asian cold hardy shrub, very high in vitamin C. Tastes a lot like orange, but not quite as acidic as a citrus type thing. Delicious stuff and very medicinal. Read more on it if you're interested in it. Anyway, so we're starting a few of those because they're awesome. And in 5 to 7 years, we should start to get some harvest. These will grow as male or female plants, and the females will bear flowers and fruit, and the males will just bear the pollen that pollinates the females. So you do need to have some males. You can do a ratio of about 1 to 10, but when you germinate from scratch, very much like cannabis, you get about a 50-50 ratio of male to female. So we'll be able to cull out some of the males, but it'll take a couple of years before they grow big enough to show us flowers where we can determine what sex they are. Thursday, May 15th. Just about 5 o'clock. Just got out of work, at least for now. Thought I'd check in on the honeybees. Fantastic activity. Lots of pollen coming in. Happy hives. Been cloudy and rainy the last couple days. That sun just came out a while ago, maybe 2 hours ago. Hour and a half, something like that. Look at all the pollen coming in. I'll come around this side. And yeah, look at this little painter turtle. Came up to lay some eggs. Isn't she a sweet little thing? Kind of laughed to myself. Years back on one of the other farms I had snapping turtles come up from the creek right nearby, and I actually had them destroy a good amount of tomato seedlings, digging holes to lay eggs in.
I was kind of thinking, yeah, it's a good thing I'm fencing. It'll keep the turtles out too. Anyway, I used to catch these guys. My brother and I used to catch these guys on the pond at my parents' house. I think we were up to like 27 or 31, something like that. So I was just up front looking around the brush pile on my way in, and I'm realizing more and more, despite the Massey Ferguson engine going, the timing really couldn't have been better. I got the clearing done I needed up here. We got most of this pile of stuff burned. I got the clearing out front done. I got the trees and stumps and all that kind of stuff out. A couple little small stumps that I missed up in here still. But overall, we got most of the major excavation work done, which does give me some time before the next major project upgrade, so to speak, to try and find parts of that and get it fixed. Put a call in today to a local industrial grade farm equipment scrapyard, and I got them looking for an engine for it. If I can find one and it's not too crazy, I'll probably pick one up used, give it a rebuild, full rebuild, and then swap it out with the engine that's in it, and I can rebuild the other one as a backup later if it's not too damaged. I won't know anything until I pull it apart, but trying to plan for adjustments. Thought we'd have a quick look through here for pollinators. I do see some little guys flying out. Oh yeah, we got honeybees in here. I think that's a honeybee. Maybe not, kind of fast and shy. They're usually not so shy. Lots of little tiny wild pollinators in here. So just did a quick top up on the honeybees for sugar. They had about a little under a quarter of that container left, the syrup feeder. Lots of pollen coming in. I was looking at that entrance here before I opened the hives up. Saw some nice orange pollen coming in. Can't remember what that would be off of at this time of year, but good to see. Lots of resources, lots of returning foragers. Good hive activity. Quite the bustle in the hive when I pop those feeders off. And all is well. Brush hog yesterday. We're burning this front pile today. She's crackling. About 11 mile an hour on and off wind from the northwest. Figured that was a good time to take it. We were coming away from power lines and away from barns that are nearby. We have green fields and we had rain last night, so about as safe as I can make it. There's something to be said for not starting in the pouring rain. This one actually lit up first try. It was burning hot. Here's a shot from the north. Quite the torch. I've been busy. We're down to mostly ash here now. A little bit more to clean up, and then we can discard. May 22nd, rain on and off all day. I really just came up to change out batteries and have a look at the Ford was running a little funky there for a bit, so just having a look at tweaking the carb up and such, but it's just running okay for now. And I decided to do some discing. This over here is smoothing out really nice. And boy, you almost can't tell that there was a tree line here before, except for that soil right in this area in here. Super dark. That's a shame our fence is going to be inside of that, but it just is what it is. And there'll be a roadway coming up through here along the edge of the fence, and everything else outside of that I'm either going to cover crop, or I might do a buffer crop on the outside of the fence, like maybe Nova raspberry and, you know, a mix of more perennial type stuff around the edge of the fence. There'll still be some dips and such in there, dips and knobs, but it'll be workable for a farm road for now. Yeah, see, there's that cloud line that keeps moving at us all day as I'm watching the radar, and then evaporating before it gets to us, or coming through with sprinkles and letting up. It's fine by me, and it let me get some more work done out here, which is good. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow too, I think, and then I think it clears out over the weekend, and hopefully we'll get back up into the 60s, 70s. I'm pretty sure that's in the forecast. Last few days it's been upper 40s at night, mid 50s is a high in the daytime, so it's been a little chilly. Two fronts coming together from New England and western New York, where they meet right over us here in the Hudson Valley and over Poughkeepsie, Danbury, Bridgeport. You can see them kind of pressing together, and you can see the moisture being drawn back off of Cape Cod and off the Atlantic Ocean there. Well, that rain from this week is finally clearer, and it's supposed to warm up and be a little bit nicer. And I saw these beautiful horses, especially these beautiful young colts out here, standing on the high point on the mound. So I thought I'd get you a shot. And then in the background, you can see all the clouds over the Hudson Valley, working their way out of the valley here and headed out. And the birds are enjoying the freshly disked soil, chasing worms and grubs and such. Just up to have a peek in on the honeybees. Just saw a couple foragers coming back in. Yeah, there goes one out. So they're running as soon as the rain stops, right back at her.